S&P 500. See if this thing can, hold on up underneath the VWAP. Obviously, things are going to start getting weaker. I think we're going to be going back on down towards around that 410.50-ish mark. Starting to already get a little bit of a fade. No, I definitely agree with you guys. I think, it is going to fall still. Got this nice long upper shadow. A lot of room to be able to fade. A lot of room to be able to drop. Let's take a look over on, let's say, a 30-minute time frame here. A 30-minute time frame came right up towards around that 415-ish area. If we do start spiking, we could get up towards around, I would say, is right around that 412 something, like 412.50. If we start getting back up towards that area, that would be the next like lower high, I would assume. Be right up towards around that 1250-ish region, and then see if, we're going to be able to start turning back on down. I would like to be able to hold this for a while. I would like to be able to actually see this fall apart. Now, do we have any sort of uptrend at this moment, on the S&P 500, even on the 2-minute time frame? I'm connecting some of the dots here. I don't want to connecting some of the dots. I mean, yeah, to me, team, as I said, I feel like we are going to go back on down towards around this 410.50-ish mark today. 410.50, that's the uptrend, crack of 410.50, that uptrend area. We got room to start fading back on down. If we do pop on up one more time, I think we could get up towards around that 412.50-ish area, back above 412. That could be a nice area to go ahead and start looking for some put contracts. But right now, the S&P 500 still trying to move itself on up here just slightly. See how well this thing can be able to hold. I'm just staying patient, team. I want to be able to make money today. I want to be able to make profit today. 415's been great. S&P 500 still trying to move itself on up. Can we be able to break through that 412 mark? We definitely got volume. We definitely got action. The market moved a good chunk of change. No one can doubt that. Market moved a good chunk of change. Market moved in a very strong fashion. Market moved with a lot of hype and a lot of action, a lot of momentum. We saw the S&P 500 go from 410 all the way up towards 415 off of nothing other than the fact that he was just talking, right? It was just Jerome Powell was just speaking, and people got super excited about that. That was it. Jerome Powell was just speaking, and people got happy about it. Right now, market's starting to turn here slightly. If we do fall, again, purple line area would be where most people are going to be looking for. We got a little fade back on down. Trying to time this right, guys. Starting to get a little bit of a drop. Here comes a little bit more of the drop. Here comes again, down a little bit more of the drop. Traders, I'm going to give this a go real quick. I'm going to give this a go here. See if we can fall on down underneath the VWAP and crack. There we go. Starting to fall underneath the VWAP and crack. Let's fall underneath the VWAP, crack. Come on down to, let's have VWAP hold up as resistance now. See if VWAP's going to hold up as resistance, and then see if this thing is going to start reversing. So we want VWAP to hold up as resistance and then start reversing back on down since we're underneath 411. So underneath 411, you can see we're finally getting these dumps and we're finally starting to turn a little bit. We have room to fall back on down towards around 410.45. 410.45 should be your target if you guys are on the put side right now. So 410.45 should be your target if you guys are on the put side. And of course, we want to be able to make sure that we are staying underneath this VWAP area. So I know I waited a little bit. But I really, again, believe in this play. Like, I waited a little bit, but just seeing that it's especially cracking the VWAP and we have this room to fall, I really do believe in this play on just being able to, again, take profits when we have it. We have so much negative momentum. And of course, we do have room to be able to crack on down towards this, at least this purple line. And if it starts even going underneath this purple line, then things are going to get even weaker for us and even better. Right now, we're up $500. Let's see it, guys. Coming on down, 410, 40, $500 right now. $500. There you go. $2,000. Let's lock it on up, guys. $2,300. Get out of this play any second now. We're up $3,000. I'm trying to get out of this on a market order right now. Boom! Boom, baby! There we go. There we go. $2,500 in profit. So $2,500 right there, team. There it is right there. Got in on this play. 1327 out of 1329. 2-minute trade made 2,500 bones right there. I still have a target on this play. If we scroll on back here towards these old highs here, team, is what you guys want. This old high, that old high, this old high, that old high, this low, that low. So you can see coming on down here. Nice crack, nice drop, nice move right here. Nice job, guys. Getting in this play at this moment, traders. Still falling, still fading. Let's see how much lower this one can go on down towards. This one, team, starting to collapse. This one's starting to fall. This one's starting to fall. Team, I'm a little bit hesitant. I did get filled on this play. I don't want to be like, oh, Deck didn't tell us he got filled on this play. I just got filled when it started cracking. I had a limit order set. I am currently up $3,000 at this moment. I am in on this play. Just got filled on it as it cracked this area. I'm currently up $3,700 at this moment. Now $3,900 at this moment. So this play at this moment, I got in when it cracked again that 411.50 mark. I had a limit order set, and now again we currently are up almost $4,000 at this time. Big red crack all the way on down. Can we keep on going even lower underneath 411? So let's see, can we crack on down? Currently up almost $4,000 at this moment, traders. Not too bad, not too shabby. Can we crack underneath that 410? I'm gonna start taking some profits, start taking some gains right here, get out of this play eventually. There we go. Took a little bit. 3,000 bucks. All right, guys, 3,000 bucks on that trade. All right, we got back on this play. We're still going down here. 3,000 bucks on this trade. And I apologize about that trade, team. My brokerage was on the other screen. It got filled on it. And right when it got filled on it, I didn't know if I wanted to say, oh guys, I'm getting in on this play, but I also want to be transparent and let you guys know when I'm trading. So I did get filled on it, but I know that was a little bit late, but obviously we got the nice big crack right there. So third time's the charm so far. S&P 500 still getting weaker here. S&P 500 still getting weaker, and S&P 500 still looks like it wants to drop even more, team. S&P 500 looks like it still has room to be able to continuously fade itself back on down, even underneath this 411 mark. I'm actually going to jump back in here, team, for a crack underneath 411 to see if it's going to keep on rallying under. So I'm jumping back on in underneath 411 here to see if it's going to rally even under. Guys, I'm up $1,900 at this moment. I think we're going to still get a little bit of a crack. Currently up $1,200. Let's see if we can crack on down towards like 410.60. Right now I'm back in on this play. Currently again, nice $2,300. Guys, now we're getting a big drop. Currently up $4,000. I'm going to take a $4,000 profit right now. Guys, just took another $4,000 at this moment. Now we're currently up $8,000 on the day. Currently up $8,000 on the day right now. Now again, things are starting to drop back on down. Things are starting to get a little bit weaker. We have not seen any super strong moves just yet today. Let's be ready for a possible call if this one again does keep going on up. Nope, it looks like it's back on down underneath. Okay, nope, back on down underneath. This is what I'm trying to avoid. I'm trying to avoid all the mumbo jumbo, back up, back down, back up, back down. I don't want that. I don't want to be trading any of that mumbo jumbo, back up, back down, back up, back down. I don't like that whatsoever. So that's what I'm avoiding in every single sense I can. Right now, the VWAP is right at 413.70. We obviously have this clear-cut downtrend. We obviously have this clear-cut uptrend. We are back underneath the VWAP. It looks like we are going to get very, very close to our drop and squeeze here soon. It's either going to be our drop and squeeze here soon. We're getting very, very close. We are right next to that VWAP area. If we get a big, long, lower shadow, we obviously could start dumping back on down towards some lows. If it bounces on off of it and starts running back on up towards 413.40, we could possibly start spiking back on up. Now, again, Tesla is a big decider in the market, as in, you know, if Tesla starts spiking and starts squeezing on up, guess what? The entire market could squeeze on up. But right now, it seems like everything is just kind of floating still right next to that VWAP. If we take a look at Amazon, if we take a look over on Apple, if we take a look over on, let's see, how's NVDA doing? NVDA has also been an absolute crazy play. NVDA has gone from 108 to 228, and that's one of the big reasons for this is because the artificial intelligence hype, right? The big artificial intelligence hype has been helping NVDA just go on an absolute rally, all the way from $100 all the way up to $208 now. So that's been insane. That's been doing so well. S&P 500, team, S&P 500 right on its cracking points. S&P 500, we are right on its cracking points, and it looks like things are starting to get weak here. Guys, S&P 500 right on its cracking points right now. Bounce back on up, 413.30. Team, I'm going to actually look for an entry here if I can get filled. If I can get filled on this play, I'm going to look for an entry for up near, there we go. So I'm getting filled right here. Reason why I'm getting filled, we're cracking this mark. So since we're cracking this mark, I want to give the stock a chance. So I am in on this play. I want to see, are we going to dump and actually crack and get the sell off, switch over to a market order in case this does not work on out. We can just get out right away. But I want to see, can we get the dump here? Like, can we get this dump here? We've been waiting for this wedge pattern. We're looking for the squeeze in this crack. If it ever gets back above the price of 413.50, you have to get out. So underneath the price of 413.50, you have to get out, but we're looking for the sell off underneath 413 to new lows. And that's just because the trend line cracked. Ladies and gentlemen, things are looking good right now. Ladies and gentlemen, things are looking good right now. Ladies and gentlemen, things are looking absolutely tasty at this moment. Guys, everything's looking absolutely tasty. Currently up $2,000. Come on, feed me, feed me. I'm a little dirty boy ready to be fed. Guys, I'm gonna take my gains right now. Oh, baby, we're feeling good today. We're feeling absolutely good today. Ready to just rock and roll on this day. What do we come on down to? 405.81. These plays right here, they are so fast, so quick sometimes. Look at this play. Now again, is it gonna start getting this bounce? Is it gonna start getting this bounce right here? I still think this bounce is gonna happen here, as you guys can tell. Look at this thing start going. Look at this thing still ripping and running all the way on up. 406.35. Now look at this thing start going. Now look at it go. Now look at this play go. Now look at this rip and run. Look at this thing still spike on up. Now the big time bounce is happening, team. And guess what? Your boy jumped back in on this play. I'm currently up $2,700, team. Woo! Guys, I'm sorry. I jumped back in on it. I'm sorry, guys. I jumped back in on this play. I couldn't again go out without a fight. I'm currently up $2,500 on the dip buy. I knew that dip buy was coming. I'm sorry. I had to jump back on in. I'm not a quitter. I'm going to lock in my profits, though, right here. All right, guys. Now, again, I just made $6,000 on the day. I'm sorry. I had to, again, jump back on in. I know you guys would have yelled at me if I did. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, team. I had a profit. So again, $5,411 on the day. All right. I am done on the day. I'm done on the day, guys. Someone tell me not to trade. Say, Deck, if you trade one more time, I'm quitting and I'm never coming back. But there's that $5,411 bucks. I knew that dip buy was coming and I had to nail it. I had to nail that dip buy. I had to nail it.